President van der Bellen, dear ambassadors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, dear students. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to this year's DASICON, focusing on the topic of climate co-action. My name is Sandra Struve. I'm a second-year student here at the Vienna School of International Studies, and I am the head of the organization committee. The Diplomatic Academy Student Initiative Conference, or DASICON for short, is, as the name suggests, a conference series fully organized by students of the Vienna School of International Studies and takes place every year here at this location. This year, inspired by the UN Sustainable Development Goal 13, Climate Action, we decided to give this conference the title Climate Co-Action. Throughout each session, we want to emphasize that sustainable and impactful change is only possible when we work together and seek dialogue. Politics, the economy, and civil society all carry responsibility to ensure there will be a more sustainable tomorrow. It is in the diplomatic spirit of this institution in which we want to approach the topic of today. The recent increase in awareness for the magnitude of the climate crisis and its devastating consequences for our planet has led to first steps of change, as well as debate, discussions, and, quite frankly, at times open conflict and hostilities. As not all actors see eye to eye, science, politics, economic representatives, and civil society sometimes talk past instead of with each other. While we of course acknowledge the necessity to be frank and not mask the urgency of climate action, we believe that it is crucial that we understand each other's viewpoints as well as opportunities and challenges in order to act as one. Diplomatic dialogue between oftentimes conflicting parties should be at the heart of this conference. As you have noticed from our program, our speakers have various different backgrounds and experiences. We acknowledge this fact and we hope to foster earnest dialogue and a constructive exchange of ideas. We do not want to exclude a certain side of the issue or favor others. In addition to the input of our experts, we explicitly encourage active participation in question, and especially during the dialogue sessions. Because at the end, at the heart of DASICON are the speakers and you, our participants. In addition, now allow me to extend a heartfelt gratitude to our sponsors. Only with the generous contributions of the City of Vienna, RHI Magnesita, and Raiffeisenbank has this conference been made possible. Please also have a look at the program of the day, in which you find our numerous additional sponsors. After many months of planning and preparation, it is a delight to see this conference come to fruition. I am sure that each of us will leave tonight with new information, a different perspective, and maybe even challenged assumptions about the chances for climate co-action and solutions to the climate crisis. Only if all sectors work together will we be possible to create a more sustainable future. We very much hope that all of you will enjoy this year's DASICON. And now, please welcome with me to the stage the Director of the Diplomatic Academy, the Vienna School of International Studies, Ambassador Dr. Emil Brix.
Mr. President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be the Director of the Diplomatic Academy with such a student initiative and with such students. We welcome you here for something which you might say is obvious, that we should discuss about climate change not only with the activists, not only with the policymakers, not only with business leaders, but actually in the dialogue. And this is what our students intend with this day. So my thanks really goes to our student initiative and the committee here. And I congratulate you on the topic, on the speakers, and that you convinced our federal president to open, not only to open it with us, but to be here for, I understand, for a full hour to discuss the consequences of this sort of dialogue. Thank you very much. Okay. actually this place has a history. And I'm not talking about Maria Theresia, I'm talking about the fact that the Diplomatic Academy from its very beginning spoke and acted on behalf of climate change. We did some research in preparation of this conference when we had the first talk or paper on climate change at the Academy, and I had hoped that we found a paper already in the reopening in 1964. Unfortunately, this was not the case, but from the 90s onwards, and that means for almost 30 years, there have been studies, work here, thesis papers, lectures on issues of climate change. So you might call us a climate change veteran here at this place. And we are proud to say that we even have a master program which is devoted to this issue for environmental technologies and international affairs. And this is a program which I think is something where my predecessors can be proud of that they started it, and we are happy to continue this as strongly as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, just let me say, because it's this day of the week, what our students are doing here today is not Fridays for Future, but it's a Friday for Future. Thank you very much to our students. Like in all conflict resolution processes, and we should be experts on this, you have only two options if you're an actor in a situation of negotiations. You can either be at the table or you are on the table. And we don't want to have business on the table, nor the policymakers, nor the activists. So they should all be at the table. So I'm looking forward to that. I am convinced that we still have the freedom to choose, but only if we act now. And you are proving that there are a lot of people from around the world studying at the moment here at the Academy who think like that. And I look forward to this day of discussion. And I promise that them and us, we will continue to make it possible. Thank you for coming today.